Folktales of Africa. Today's story is about Princess Zara and the Golden Mask. Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Ediora, there lived a young woman named Zara. She found herself at the mercy of a life-altering decision. Her mother, the beloved queen, passed away when she was very young, leaving her father, the wise king, to raise her in the large palace with the help of a kind maid. However, fate dealt with her when her father got sick and passed away, leaving the young princess under the temporary rule of her uncle until she came of age. Growing up in the palace, Zara had a close companion, known as Kofi. Kofi was the son of the male servants. Kofi's father served Zara's father, the late king, and lived close to the palace. So whenever Kofi's father was coming to work in the palace, Kofi would tag along with his father to come and play with Zara or help his father in the palace. From childhood to adolescence, they shared laughter and secrets, creating a bond that went beyond their respective stations. As Zara and Kofi grew up, Kofi harbored a forbidden love for Zara. He tried to conceal his feelings, fearing the consequences of a love deemed unfit for a princess. Sometimes, Zara would sneak out of the palace with the help of her loyal maid Zainab to go and play with Kofi. And as the years passed, Kofi's love for Zara deepened, and the weight of this secret emotion became almost unbearable for him. Yet, he remained strong in his role as a supportive friend and always was there to lift Zara's spirits in times of sorrow and joy. Zara, being oblivious of Kofi's inner turmoil, cherished their bond and the freedom they had found in each other's company. As Zara approached her 18th birthday, suitors from distant lands sought her hand in marriage. Zara saw different men and princes who came to ask for her hand, but none of them touched her heart, and she kept on having a feeling that something wasn't right. One day, Zara took a walk out of the palace with her maid, and she fell onto the floor, and she was picked up by a very handsome-looking man. This handsome-looking man was Ezeocha. Unknown to Zara, Ezeocha was her uncle's stepson, a son she never knew he had. Ezeocha had conspired with his stepfather to win Zara's heart, and so he watched Zara's movement. So when he saw she was going out of the palace, he placed a stone in her path to ensure that she falls down so that he can pick her up and start a conversation with her. This cunning plan was to meet Zara and shower her with gifts and attention, and also enchanting tales, all aimed at capturing her heart. This was a plan between Ezeocha and his stepfather, Zara's uncle. Every day, Ezeocha will come bearing gifts. He would tell her lovely stories and did nice things that touched Zara's heart. Zara felt attracted to Ezeocha and felt she had found the one, and she was very happy. Ezeocha and Zara's uncle were so happy that their plan on Zara was working. Unknown to them, before Zara's father died, Zara's father gave Zara a golden chest. Inside the golden chest was a golden mask. The golden mask had the unique power to see beyond the physical. It could read the minds of people and reveal their true intentions of those around her. Zara realized the power of this golden mask and decided to use it when the time came. Kofi, her childhood friend and the male servant, would sometimes come around to ask about her well-being, and Zara noticed something soft in his eyes whenever she was with him. She could not explain it, but the feeling was true and genuine, that she somehow knew she could trust Kofi, but sometimes she would shrug it off. Whenever Kofi was around, Zara will be in her happiest moments. It was getting close for Zara to pick a husband, and Zara's uncle was so sure that Zara would definitely pick Ezeocha. Ezeocha and his stepfather, Zara's uncle, were thrilled that their plan had worked. And so, on that fateful day for Zara to choose a husband, she gathered all the men that come to seek her hand in marriage into a grand hall, and she announced that they were going to go through a test. Most of them were surprised. Zara's uncle was so sure that no matter the test Zara would put them through, Ezeocha would pass the test, since they now knew that Zara loved Ezeocha. According to the law of the land, whoever passed her test would be elevated to her royal status and rule alongside her. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as men from different walks of life assembled, eager to prove their worthiness. Her uncle, who was pretty sure that Ezeocha would be the chosen one, quickly announced that the lucky man would become her husband immediately he was chosen and would assume the throne as king and queen. The excitement in the room was intense as men from different backgrounds were ready to prove their worth. Zara knew that she had to use her mask to choose her true husband, as it will show her the true intention of their hearts. Zara tested the men one by one. Some were good, some were not nice, but she was not sure. Then, when it got to Ezeocha's turn, she was happy that Ezeocha would pass the test, but she still had this tiny feeling, this inner nudge to find out more about Ezeocha. Something did not feel right, but she could not place it. She did not want to place the golden mask on Ezeocha, but something pushed her to test him. She now forced herself and placed the mask on Ezeocha. What she saw next disappointed her. His appearance turned into an ugly, monstrous creature. Unknown to Ezeocha, the men in the hall, and her uncle, only Zara could see the reflection of the intention of whoever wore the mask. What she saw in Ezeocha made her heart sink. She then realized that Ezeocha was not the right person for her. Then she turned and backed the crowd to hide her disappointment. In the midst of confusion and disappointment, Kofi approached Zara. And then Zara turned around. A flicker of memory surfaced, reminding her of the gentle feeling she had harbored towards him. In an impulsive decision, she asked Kofi to wear the mysterious mask. Magically, Kofi's face transformed into a loving, kind, and sincere look. At first, Zara was surprised, then her heart skipped a beat. She had found the one she was looking for all along, and then she smiled. With a mix of shock and joy, Zara announced that Kofi will be her chosen one. Kofi was shocked but was also very happy that he will now be with the love of his life, a love he had bared with pain in his heart. Love triumphed over the weird mask and confusion. The whole hall, even Ezeocha and his stepfather, were confused. Ezeocha was angry. Zara's uncle was angry. They watched in amazement because their plan had failed. According to the rule that Zara's uncle pronounced, Zara and Kofi immediately got married. The once confused princess now knew that true love wasn't about appearances, but the pure magic of finding the right person in the most unexpected places. Zara and Kofi, now king and queen, caught everyone off guard, especially her uncle. He had thought Ezeocha was a sure bet and never saw this twist coming. His disappointed expression was too much to bear. Zara and Kofi embarked on their journey together, ruling side by side in love with one another, proving that sometimes love can be the best surprise of all, and they both lived happily ever after, much to the surprise of Zara's uncle. This story teaches us about true friends and loyalty. Zara and Kofi enduring friendship defied societal norms, and it shows the importance of true friends who will support and care for each other regardless of their differences. Zara's magical golden mask serves as a reminder to trust our instincts when going into relationship. It highlights the importance of honesty and sincerity. And Zara's unconventional method of choosing a partner teaches us that true love surpasses physical appearances. If you have enjoyed our stories, you can support us by commenting, turning on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new story comes. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so as to help us grow our channel. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. See you in the next story.